What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As always, keeping you updated on all the latest pro wrestling news. So you know what to do. RKO that like button and let's get right into it. Now that RKO is out of the way, there was quite the Twitter spot overnight between Randy Orton and rapper Soulja Boy, all of which led to Randy Orton becoming the #1 trend on Twitter over the past 24 hours. And it's not even done just yet. And you guys know Randy Orton, if there is somebody who's gonna stand up and defend WWE or just defend pro wrestling in general, then that's gonna be Randy Orton on Twitter, because he has no filter and he's probably one of the only superstars that could do this and not get in trouble, because you know he is Randy Orton. So I figure I'll come here and update you guys on what exactly it is that's happening right now, because this seems to be legit. Randy seems to be legitimately pissed. Ironically enough, it all started when Soulja Boy tweeted out that the rap game is faker than WWE. That sparked the whole conversation, leading to Retribution's T-Bar seeing this and went on to defend WWE and pro wrestling in general by stating the following: "Does the rap game take years of your life and leave you with countless injuries and pain?" He continued and added an extra sentence to that, but we're not gonna get into it because the YouTube gods will probably put us in a hell in a cell, if you know what I mean. So Randy Orton ended up seeing all of this after being busy against his evil twin on Monday Night Raw, and things got heated fairly quickly. Quick disclaimer, I am going to say blank for every word that Randy Orton said that YouTube doesn't want me to say. Randy Orton has several replies going on indicating the following: fake, dare this prick to step up, he doesn't like movies, consider us actors that do stunts without pads 200 days a year, and don't blank when we get surgically repair and come right back, consider us 100 times tougher than anyone you come across, ain't nothing but a blank blank. Randy Orton continued in another tweet putting over Bad Bunny, who instead of disrespecting WWE is hanging out with them right now and understand just how physical the work is and that there is nothing fake about it. Randy then of course went on to challenge Soulja Boy to step onto his ring. Another response from Randy Orton was the following: "You spitting facts? Seem like all you spitting is the same mess you rap about. Clear your throat, my dog, and be there. Enough talk, back it up." This was Randy Orton once again responding when Soulja Boy indicated the following: "If you mad because I spit facts, just say that. What you do is fake and I stand on that. What I do is real," which he went on to add that he will bring the real to wrestling, telling Randy Orton to stop challenging him. Now, just to clarify, this is clearly not an angle, but crazier things have happened, so perhaps they do make it into an angle, because at the end of the day, whether you agree or not, it will lead to money. Regardless though, it certainly looks like Randy Orton is furious about it, and rightfully so. If you're a wrestling fan and you kind of keep up with stuff, then you probably know what these guys go through on a yearly basis, or at least have a slight idea of it, to the point where you certainly know it's not fake. Sure, it might be predetermined how something ends, but getting to that end is certainly a physical battle for these superstars. So again, Randy Orton really being upset at Soulja Boy for being so disrespectful to his profession is something that I'm not surprised. And as I mentioned before, it's probably a bad idea to mess with Randy Orton, especially on Twitter, considering how Randy Orton literally have no filter, and his win rate on Twitter is probably 99%, as he always knows what to say and always gets the last laugh. In the end, it really feel like Randy Orton didn't have fun playing that Soulja Boy console that came out, and I can't blame him. Somebody had to step up and say something. So that was Soulja Boy getting roasted by Randy Orton. Let's see if there's any extra responses from him, because this back and forth has just gotten started. Switching it over to the more wrestling side of things. So on this week's Monday Night Raw, WWE set the scene for a title change, and The Miz did his job as a transition champion. He held the title for just over 1 week so that Bobby Lashley could become the new WWE champion. The Miz did everything that he could to avoid losing the newly won WWE title, even dodging and running away the first 2 matches, until finally in the main event, Lashley defeated him in a lumberjack match to win the title. Bobby Lashley reigns as title holder has now begun, and it's clear that WWE is heading towards WrestleMania 37 with him as the champion. Now there is a lot of questions in regards to what are going to be WWE's plan and why exactly they put the title on Bobby Lashley. And there is a simple answer to that, but it has a lot of meaning to it. Putting that title on Bobby Lashley obviously puts him in that top position that he deserves to be in. That is something that WWE been needing to do for quite a while now, literally 16 years in the making. But the bigger reason for making Bobby Lashley the champion is because now, of course, he is going to go ahead and defend that title against Drew McIntyre. There have been some speculation that maybe we're going to be getting Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar, but most of the reports right now simply indicate that we will be getting Lashley versus Drew McIntyre as one of the main event matches, and WWE went with Lashley instead of The Miz holding that title because they wanted a bigger challenge for Drew McIntyre. And all of this goes back to WWE giving Drew McIntyre that victory that he never really got with the fans. At WrestleMania last year, he defeated the beast of Brock Lesnar, but unfortunately, it was in front of nobody. Drew McIntyre didn't get that feel-good moment that he needed to get and that everybody wanted him to get. Yes, he won the title, but it was in front of no one. This year, everything changes. WrestleMania is going to have fans. It's not going to be a full capacity, but there is going to be a lot of fans in that stadium. So WWE has been working into paying that off, into giving Drew McIntyre that awesome crowd moment while getting the championship. So with Brock Lesnar being out, the next beast to him is obviously Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley now got the title. He's gonna hold it for the next couple of weeks, going to WrestleMania in a massive feud against Drew McIntyre. So he gets that massive WrestleMania moment of defending the title, but then it's passed on to Drew McIntyre once again. So all of that is basically the big plan that WWE got right now up to why Bobby Lashley was the one to get the title and how WWE is set to handle all of this. I am honestly excited for both of these guys to go at it, and I know some people don't see this as one of the main events for the show, but there's still some time left and WWE can certainly add more to it to make it even more meaningful. Bobby Lashley is obviously going to be the big heel and Drew McIntyre will be the babyface heading into all of this, so things are certainly going to develop in an interesting way. I also honestly wouldn't mind if they add a third competitor to that and even make it a triple threat. Maybe Keith Lee, or I mean if you really want to, I guess bring back Brock Lesnar and add it to the mix. Anyways guys, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. If you enjoy or found this informative, don't forget to elbow drop it and hit those notifications to continue being updated on all the latest. I will catch you on the next one for more wrestling news, so stay savage.